Join us as we explore underrated destinations in Europe and discover 7 hidden gems that you absolutely need to visit before they get too busy. You're going to love it. When we think of Europe, we often think of iconic landmarks like the Eiffel Tower or Big Ben, and although we would never say you shouldn't visit these places, there's so much more to this incredible continent than just the more popular tourist spots. Hidden away from the crowds and chaos are tiny villages, secluded seaside towns, and charming cities just waiting to be discovered. Many travellers face a similar problem when exploring Europe: how to find authentic experiences that aren't overrun by tourists. We've all been there, stuck in a sea of selfie sticks, wondering if it's even possible to find a glimpse of local culture amidst the chaos. The truth is, many of us are guilty of gravitating towards the same old tourist traps, simply because they're easy and familiar. But what about the places that don't make it onto the top 10 lists? The hidden gems that only the locals know about? And that's exactly what we're going to do in this video. Explore 7 of Europe's most incredible hidden gems and discover why they're absolutely worth visiting. Are you ready? Let's go! First up, we have the picturesque town of Lucca in Italy, famous for its ancient architecture, picturesque streets and beautiful oval central piazza lined with shops, restaurants and cafes, where people watching is compulsory. Visit Torre Guinigi, a tower house dating from the 14th century and boasting a height of 45 metres with a garden at the top. And of course, feast on delicious Tuscan food and wine. You can also cycle or walk around the city ramparts and wander the narrow streets filled with Italian life. Located in the beautiful region of Tuscany, Lucca is one of Italy's best preserved medieval cities. It's easy to walk around and admire the stunning architecture where the churches and towers stand out from the terracotta-coloured houses. Lucca is the birthplace of the famous composer Giacomo Puccini, and if you love music, there's the Summer Festival that's been going for over 20 years, with past artists including Paul McCartney, Elton John, Celine Dion, Sting and the Rolling Stones, to name but a few. What makes Lucca special? It's a small city with a big personality. It has a friendliness and gives more of an authentic experience of what life is like in Italy. It was intense yet relaxing, which is an adventure in itself. Next, we visit the stunning town of Annecy in France, known as the Venice of the Alps. Get ready to be wowed by dramatic scenery and the turquoise water of the lake, not to mention the French style that oozes from all the boutiques, cafes and restaurants. Take a boat trip on the lake, then picnic in the park. Savour wonderful French cheeses and traditional mountain cuisine, or go for culinary delights with a contemporary twist. We love this place so much we have made a separate video all about it, so check that out here. On Tuesdays, Fridays and Sundays, you can wander around the market in the old town and admire all the local produce. And during summer, why not hire a small boat to enjoy the lake and see Annecy from a different vantage point? What makes Annecy special? The turquoise waters of the glacial lake spill into the town and wash around all the ancient buildings. The backdrop of the stunning French Alps that surround the whole lake is impressive. I loved the cool and stylish vibe. Now we're off to Switzerland and the quaint beauty of Champery, a mountain village surrounded by Swiss Alps, a perfect spot for relaxation and fabulous adventure. In winter, Champery is a small ski resort and part of the much larger Port du Soleil ski area. In summer, it's a dreamy place where tranquility rules. It's the perfect starting point for all things adventure, whether you want to ride the cable car and chairlifts, hike to the sound of cowbells, mountain bike, or visit some of the mountain refuges. What makes Champery special? It's unspoilt tranquility where nature is the boss and all there for you to immerse yourself in adventure. Champery is a chocolate box village with more than its fair share of restaurants and cafes nestled in the Swiss Alps. It's a 3-minute cable car ride from the village to the top of the mountain to enjoy hiking, biking, beautiful waterfalls, and great places to eat. When you've hiked all morning, there is no better sight than a lovely refuge serving lunch. And if you still have energy, then what about a game of table football at altitude? You don't get to do that everywhere. Many of these refuges dotted about the mountains have accommodation. It's basic, but it means you can trek for more than a day before heading back. The views are wonderful, especially if you get to cross a bridge on your journey. And if you're afraid of heights, then just look straight ahead. You'll be fine. And when you get to the top, well, you can see mountains for miles. What's not to love? Next, we're heading for Spain and the lesser-known northern coast to enjoy the vibrant city of Santander, offering a mix of modern and historic architecture and an authentic experience with the friendly locals. The Spanish royal family loved this city so much they built a holiday home here. We've already created a video about Santander, so please check it out here. What makes Santander special? Well, it's understated and stylish for a start. Then add quiet beaches, unique shops, and the most amazing pin shows amongst the locals, and you have the perfect recipe for an authentic Spanish experience. Priceless. For this European gem, we're heading way north to discover the secretive allure of Tromso in Norway. Known as the Paris of the North for its lively culture, but where you can experience nature with amazing activities. In addition, during the winter, there's a great chance of seeing the Northern Lights. Of course, no one can guarantee a sighting of those often elusive Northern Lights, but if you are lucky enough to see them, you will be impressed by those bright lights as they dance across the night sky. What makes Tromso special? Nestled at the edge of a fjord and surrounded by mountains, Tromso gives you a whole load of drama. There are few cities in the Arctic Circle that boast a great atmosphere, and where within minutes you can leave the city and be in the middle of nature to enjoy snowmobiles and husky rides. Those huskies are fabulous. They get so excited when they are being attached to the sleds, but their barking stops as soon as they set off, and all you can hear is the swish of the sled as they pull it through the snow. It's truly a magical experience. Next up, we are heading for the Greek mainland and the enchanting small seaside town of Parga, where clear waters, sandy beaches and colourful buildings await you, not to mention the wonderful Greek welcome. Greece is such a popular destination, but over the years many places have grown and changed into sprawling resorts packed with tourists. We all want to experience the vibrant Greek life, but where hustle and bustle combine perfectly with tradition and a laid-back vibe. What makes Parga special? It's vibrant in an understated way. By day, the beach and water are the place to be, and then as the sun sets, it's time to explore the narrow streets of the old town, where great restaurants can be uncovered and enjoyed. And finally, we visit the hidden beaches of Dornoch in Scotland, steeped in history with a raw natural beauty. Situated on the east coast, this place is very remote and rugged, which makes a refreshing change. Of course, no visit to Scotland would be complete without a visit to a whisky distillery, and it just so happens that the world-famous Glenmorangie distillery is very close by. What makes Dornoch special? Being at one with nature, embracing a stunning coastline with a fierce history, fantastic seafood and game served in a peaceful environment where you look out onto a landscape that hasn't changed for centuries. A small place that gives you the opportunity to see life as a local. Thanks for joining us on this journey through Europe's hidden gems. If you've got a favourite hidden gem of your own, be sure to share it with us in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about different travel destinations, be sure to check out our next video where we'll be sharing more travel tips and insider knowledge. See you next time. Thanks.